Okay, another day, another preview, and yeah, this time around this is going to be the blue cards, all of the Gogeta support, some Goten stuff, a lot of cool other things, including the new counter for JANEMBA and just JANEMBA. Shout out to D Monty. So we're gonna go over that stuff first. There are gonna be a couple different videos for this. I'll go over the dash packs, special packs, and as well as the little video that has all of the SRs and other stuff like that. There's a lot to go over. There's a lot of previews, a lot of stuff that's coming out in set 5, and it's all shaping up to be good stuff. But I know I didn't go to the yellow cards last week. I was a little busy, so just as a quick review, yeah, there is a new Master Roshi. He's kind of underwhelming. The sorbet slash, which got errated with the T, so that's pretty funny. But his or this leader, or the Frieza leader, is actually really good. If I had to pick from the best Shenron leaders so far, it's gonna be this guy, and then the black Shenron leader, and then everybody else after that, even after the blue reveal today. And I've seen the green one. I do believe he's in the video, but so far so good. This guy is really good. His remove 7 Dragon Balls skill is okay. I mean, it's very situational and very helpful, I'm sure. But his support, and as well as all the cards that he has with it, including all the ones that we look through real quick here, are really good. This is really good for the Dimension support Trunks, and as well as Vegetto. Again, every single Goku card that comes out, it just come on. Well, it's Vegetto, come on. This is really good, actually. I like this one, and as well as the Piccolo. This is like a bootleg Galactic Frieza, who basically shoots up to 2 battle cards, yellow battle cards, 2 or more. This is really good for Storm. This is actually really cool as far as switching something to rest mode. There's actually a lot of Krillin cards that are coming out, so I'm pretty happy about that. Nothing to talk about here, just a 2-drop blocker. Nothing to talk about here is a 3-drop 19,000 blocker barrier. Okay, cool. The super combo for the regular super combo, this one is for the sparking for Shenron. This one is a blocker barrier, more god support, which blue does have. This one's actually new, I do believe, which is the super rare. I don't think this was here last week, if I'm correct on that, and I think every color has a super rare too, so we'll go over that. Only one of these can be on the battle area, and then activate main, choose one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier. It can't switch to active mode until the start of your next turn. So that's pretty cool. It's sticking with the yellow archetype as far as rest mode. Nothing crazy. Ignoring barrier is always a good thing. More interaction with that is always something I support. And then this one, your opponent has 7 more cards in rest mode, which I guess the only thing I can really think of is announcer, or when you have 7 more. Okay, I read that right. When your opponent has 7 or more cards in rest mode, and your leader card is yellow Shenron, this card is in rest mode. What? Deal 1 damage to your opponent. Okay, a lot of conditional stuff. And a lot of these new cards have a lot of conditional stuff, but the only thing I can really see this working is if you survive an onslaught somehow of 7 cards and everything is in rest mode, or the new Frieza. Now that I think about it, I think this one was released, but also Dokkan art. Let's just talk about that for a second. The Resurrected Terror Frieza, and as well as the original set 2, I do believe, SR, that rests everything and then places everything that's not in rest into drop area, or in rest and drop area, and then rest everything else other than that card. And then you use a who's it? The leader effect for sorbet slash Frieza, and then bring this man from the drop area into the field, and then use his effect. Which, I mean, again, you would have to have 7 cards in rest mode. This would have to attack. There's a lot of conditions. Like, that is a lot of stuff just to have one damage, and then that's good because a lot of these 1 damage, 2 damage, or whatever have a lot of conditional stuff, and I'm okay with that. This one is just the color for attacking the bootleg Vegetto, minus 5k, and they can't attack your leader. This is cool too. Ignoring barrier. and switching to rest mode. That is for like Xenomedians and things of that nature, things that just kind of sit there with barrier. So more interaction with that, it's good. Doesn't have a leader restriction, so if you have if you're playing yellow, then you're playing yellow. This is obviously a little bit of a power creep against the Ranfan and as well as the Bulma, but oh well. This is cool because you get to activate main and then draw a card into a Frieza, like the Return of Terror Frieza, etc, etc. This one's cool. You get to KO after a block and then play a 3 cost or from your hand, only a 3 cost of the one that you play in rest mode from comboing, etc, etc. Also, just remember that if you're playing Galactic Frieza, I do believe, oh no, Golden Frieza, and you place this into the drop area, that's not the same as KOing, so you can't use this effect. So just as a reminder, Bitter Pass Ginyu, this is actually pretty cool. This man comes in with a 3-drop Ginyu, the vanilla card with critical, so that's pretty dope. And then this guy is just a staple into the Shenron leader, into getting a drop Dragon Ball into your hand or drop area. And this guy is a searcher for desire, and then this guy is a double striker, ignoring barrier, choose 2 cards and switches to active mode or rest mode, and then time magic, which is the 1 counter for every color. And then you choose 1 in rest mode, ignoring barrier, and can switch to active mode. Some people don't like this one, but I see the uses. So something that's like a Kefla in which you crush your bulb, and then something else attacks on their turn, you can take a life and then go ahead and just make sure it doesn't attack the next turn. So that way they don't get card advantage, and it basically, you know, it's just another threat that's handled. There you go. This is really cool because now the Planetary or slash the promo Frieza that looks at the hand and plays 1 in correlation with the Mass Saiyan is really good. This one is just a draw card and switch to active mode, so it's a free draw basically. And this one's pretty cool. Love it because now every Frieza leader has a 15k and then KO a rest card, so it doesn't have a restriction. Anyway, now that we got through that pretty easily, let's go to the blue. For this blue stuff, so not a lot of Janemba stuff. This has kind of been a release and shown already. This is the Shenron leader, so you know, someone has to let me know where. I just love the art. I mean, this is, yeah, okay, I like it. It's Gohan, so I like it automatically. You know, I love Gohan without the stupid bandana and the Gray Saiyan Man outfit. Like that's my favorite. Like especially when he goes Super Saiyan. All right, anyway, this is the Wish leader for blue. He's kind of underwhelming, but got some good support. Finally got a Veku. Let's talk about that for a second. Look at that art. looking confident as no other. Got a 7-drop Gogeta, so I believe he is the SR, which I think was leaked in the, not really leaked, but previewed in the video, which we'll go over. And then a bunch of Goten support, which is cool. And look at this thing. That's pretty tight. I think this is a reference to GT, maybe, because the no. Yeah. I think it's when, well, I don't know. Someone could correct me. I do believe it's from the Gogeta movie in which Frieza comes back and then Gohan fights him, but I could be wrong. I might be thinking about something else. This is the SR for Janemba. I'm really hyped about that. And finally, the Soul Punisher, 15k in critical, just like a Fika Kamehameha. Boy, I'm hyped for that. So Son Gohan. Card attacks 5k, he gains 5k, and then choose 1 Dragon Ball from your deck or life and add it to your hand. And then this guy switches over with Wish with 7 Dragon Balls, as always. Choose 1, you get to draw a card. You get to choose 1 blue or black desire cards in your hand, and with an energy cost equal or less, and activate his main skill. So there's a lot of confusion about this ruling. I don't know the ruling in itself, but whenever you activate a card, let's just put it that way, activate a card, you're playing that card. That's just me, okay? And it goes to drop. Again, if you think something else, if you believe it's just reveal, because it doesn't say reveal, because there's very specific text for that. it doesn't say that. So if it said reveal and then activate, then yeah, I would say that. But it says choose one and activate with equal or less. I'm pretty sure it goes to drop. I'm just saying. Anyway, oh, a room of 7 Dragon Balls. Choose up to 3 of your energy and switch it to active mode. That's pretty strong. And then this card gains 15k power and then critical. So there's in correlation with a lot of other cards, which I'm going to go over in a second. This is actually really good. I just don't see myself playing with it. But he does get to attack, and he is a blue leader, so he does have access to all of the blue goodness, like unyielding. So 3 and then unyielding. That's pretty dope. Anyway, Janemba, burst 2. I actually, no, it's not this one, but I do like this. This is a really good leader anyway. Burst 2. When cards attack, drop 2 in the deck from the deck in the drop area, and then draw 1 card, and then switch 2 to active, and then sparking 5. This man, when he attacks, draw 1 card, and then gains 5k power and critical for the duration of the turn. So 20k critical swinging for the turn, and it has to have sparking 5, which is good condition, but nothing crazy because we have a lot of support for sparking and as well as stuff like that. And you could always swing with this and then overwhelm and then use something else as far as like combo, you know, things like that. I don't know, but I mean, the sparking stuff is easy to work around, and 5 is not that much. But Supreme Evil Janemba, Evil Incarnate, really cool traits and names. Also, his activate main is choose 1 card from your hand into the drop area and engage. And whenever your opponent activates counterplay, or during that turn, that is, they choose 3 cards from the hand and drop them into the drop area. So pretty cool. I think this is an answer to the Frieza Shenron leader, maybe, or any kind of Frieza army leader for Cold Bloodlust and as well as Crusher Ball. But that's just me. Blocker Barrier Son Goku, pretty cool for Vegetto. More and more Vegetto support coming out. Again, every single time a Vegeta and or Goku card, which we already have hundreds of Gokus in the game. Maybe just dozens, but still. It's good stuff. This guy can just sit there. And I don't believe anything pulls out. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. I don't think anything pulls out a 2-drop Goku right now. But this is a 2-drop Goku with a vanilla 20k, getting that power creep on vanilla cards with dimension support, and as well as a couple other cards like this one, where it evolves. This is the Resolute Strength Son Goku. This one was the Super Saiyan Son Goku. I mean, something special there. Ready Stance Son Goku. You know. He's a 4-drop 20k. He is a barrier card, or has barrier, that is. He has evolved 1 blue on a blue Super Saiyan Son Goku, so there's the only target. They can't do it on an energy cost of 2 or more. Oh, wait, what? Okay, why does it say 2 or more though? Does it have more than 1 Super Saiyan Son Goku? Okay, well, I just wanted to check. I'm pretty sure because it just says Super Saiyan Son Goku, like that's the only one that you can do. All these other ones don't. So yeah, don't think so. That is the only one. I don't know why they said 2 or more. Like, that's just say cost of 2, or just say that card. Bandai, what are you doing? Anyway, this guy has a burst 5. You must place the top 5 cards. That's crazy. But when a card evolves into this card, choose 1 card from your life and place in the drop area, which is kind of silly. In that part, you're already losing 6 cards from your deck. So that's kind of annoying. And then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards or energy cost of 2 or less in lowering barrier and place in the bottom of the owner's deck. But this part is awesome. Choose 1 Deadly Defender Vegeta from your deck or drop area and play it. So I'm glad that they put drop area, because if you just milled all 4 of your Vegetas, if you're playing 4, that's kind of annoying. But this is pretty good. Now you have a 3 cost, which does have barrier, and as well as preventing attacks from the leader or to the leader. That's some good stuff. All for 1 energy on a technically 1 energy if you're playing Dimension Support Trunks, Son Goku. So that's awesome. I actually do like that, but it's just a lot of stuff. But it does have barrier. Let's talk about that. Nah, okay. Well, also it's a 4-drop, and I think they did that on purpose, just so you can't UI. You know, it's okay. There you go. Sure Strike Son Go. Well, I will say that is a rapid onslaught target. Okay, all right, whatever. Sure Strike Son Gohan. This is a auto. Once returned when this card attacks, choose one Dragon Ball from your deck and place it in a drop area. I don't like that. Just give me to the hand so I can draw. And then if you place a Dragon Ball into your drop area, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and return it to the hand. And I don't know why I'm doing that. And if the card has energy cost of leader or less, switch this to active mode. So it gets this attack twice. You get a Dragon Ball, with Dragon Radar, which is the best. I'm going to say now, the best searcher for Dragon Ball, and as well as desire cards, other than the leader effect itself. Like, that's the only thing I can really think of. But Dragon Radar, if you're playing Shenron, is going to be a staple. If you're, I'm pretty sure those are rare, so I don't think they're going to have a foil version, or yeah, reverse foil, whatever. Anyway, that's cool. I do like that card. Nothing crazy so far. I mean, that's a good effect. That's a good card. Allows search, and you get to swing twice. Great Saiyaman Town Hero. This man is a Sparking 5 super combo. This one does have the 0 cost 10k. Just remember that you can only have 4 of them in the deck, but I'm glad that they updated these as well. So technically you can, I mean, most, again, the super combos are getting power corrupted itself. But just remember, as we have these special traits, Saiyan, Earthling, Frieza's Army, Saiyan, I said Saiyan already, etc, etc. Those are more searchable as well. So you wouldn't be playing like Jackie Chan and then the yellow super combo, because the World Tournament super combos are actually searchable instead with the announcer. So there's a reason for that. And as we go more and more into these archetypes, they're getting stronger and stronger and more support for them. It makes sense of what they're doing. So I fully support super combos and supporting its own archetype. Keep Barrage Son Goten. I like this one because it's another Son Goten. He has a 1-drop 10k. He is a target for the 4-drop critical Gotens, which is getting stronger and stronger as set goes, or this set goes. And then at the end of the turn, return the card to the owner's hand. So cool, I guess. Still cool because now you can attack with a 10k, or yeah, 10k 1-drop, just like Pan, or with this, which is a 15k take life. But still, a self flute is all right. So that way you can have it for Gotens. Deadly Defender Vegetto. This is the blue barrier, negative 5k. It gets negative 5k. Okay, bud. Okay, bud. Super Saiyan Vegetto. 2-drop vanilla. Okay, cool. All right. Nothing to see here, buds. Key Barrage Trunks, just like the Key Barrage Piccolo, I think that's a pretty whatever. Auto, when you play this card, choose one card from your life you may choose and add to your hand. If you do so, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and turn it into your hand. As we go down this list, actually, these cards are gonna get stronger and stronger. So I do like that. I do like that. But this is pretty good. You take 1 life, 2 energy, and then you return something from their hand. You can use this at any point. Like, this is just like the Minosha, but the Minosha requires 4 or more energy. But this one is a really good card. Like, anything that's playing blue could use this card. Just remember, like, yeah, you get to return to the hand. You wouldn't be returning a foreseeing hit or something like that, but you could be returning a 7-drop cell. You could be returning a EX Evolve target. You could be returning something else. Yes, it doesn't ignore barrier, but oh well. It is a common card, so that's pretty good. Thank you, Bandai, for keeping cost efficient. Vexing Outcome Vetgul Union Fusion. 1 blue, Son Goku and Vegeta. They both have to have the same power, so again, Dimension Support Trunks slash whatever you want to play with these 2 drops are going to be pretty cool. Place this card into the drop area for the Activate main and choose one of the blue Super Saiyan Son Goku and as well as Super Saiyan Vegeta with energy cost of 2 from the deck and add it to your hand. I don't know why it says 2. Another one says 2 or more. I mean, should just clear that up. Anyway, shuffle your deck. If you play this card using Union, which most of the time you're going to be doing that, it's only 1. Come on. Draw 1 card. There is no Vegeta Searchers, by the way. I'm expecting that to come out, but maybe not even this set. I was expecting the blue to have a Vegeta Searcher, like top 7, choose a Vegeta. And he hasn't had that kind of support just yet, but when we do, it's going to be busted. Or at least good. Quick Thinking Gotens. critical. He does have Youth Fusion 2 blue, Sun Goten and Youth Trunks. Again, that 4-drop looking good every single day. And Soul Striker still looking pretty good every single day. Or getting better. And when you play this card, when you draw 2 cards, which is awesome. And when it attacks, you draw 1 card. I do like that. 3 cards in itself are awesome. Even if you get Crusher Ball, that's still 2. And for 2 energy, that's, hey, I'm taking it every single day. With critical, I'm taking it every single day. Quick thinking. All right. North Kai keeping watch. Super Combo is the one that has a blue leader and 4 or less. Pretty cool. Given that support for the Kais and God, so Guasu Searcher, and all these other guard cards. I love all these guard cards. I don't even care. This is a 2-drop 15k blocker. Let's go. I'm cool with it. West Kai keeping watch is a barrier 1-drop. When you combo this card, choose one of your choose 1 card in combo area for the opponent and return to their hand. So it's just like a Jacko, but he kind of just sits there. I'm like, I'm waiting. I'm chilling. Just wait. Keep going. That's it. East Kai, my favorite card, I think. Keeping watch. When you play this card, draw 1 card, so that's already good. That literally is the boo for this card. And the reason why they're doing 4k power is because they know that there's other, like let's say Intensifying Power Trunks, Newfound Power, all the other cards that are 1-drops that attack to gain value. They know that that you're going to be attacking with another 1-drop, so that way you can bait out the counter or combo. But you have to take a card or use a card to combo over that 5k because you're at 4. So in case people are wondering why that is, as far as the 4k power, that's exactly why. Like I don't think there's any other reason. This is just balancing the 1-drop meta. Anyway, during your turn, when your opponent plays a battle card, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and places the drop into the bottom of their deck. Again, one of those things, other than searchers, the bottom of the deck thing is probably one of the stronger things to do when denying cards, because when it goes to drop, now they have overrun potential. When it goes to warp, that's okay. Some leaders and as well as cards put stuff back into their drop or their hand from the warp. But when it goes to the bottom of the deck, it does not see it in their hand. They do not see it from the top of the deck. I love it. Except for like Planet Vegeta or something like that. Then they can go fuck themselves. King Yama, Soul Supervisor. I do love that card, by the way. Like I said, East Kai. Pick up some foils on that bad boy. Bad girl. Bad girl Riri. King Yama, Soul Supervisor. He is a god, so Goasu support. Yet again, so looking pretty good. Love it, love it, love it, love it. When you play this card, you choose 2 non-black cards from the battle cards from the opponent's drop area and place them at the bottom of your opponent's deck in any order. If you do, draw 1 card. Okay, I can see where this would be pretty good. Denying sparking advantage. Okay, so it's not, I know how some people are like, oh well, why would you give these cards? Okay, well, 1, unless they have a tutor, they can't do anything about those 2 cards at the bottom of the deck. And the other thing is that 1, you're netting 1 card for 2 energy for 1, and then again you're denying any kind of sparking potential and as well as overrun potential. So if you're going against a black leader, or if you're going against a leader that requires sparking in their drop and you're playing this on turn 2 or turn 2 energy or whatever, this is kind of a counter to that. So yeah, there you go. Sake Demon rocking out. So this is this guy. If you don't know this guy, this is the guy who is JANEMBA. Basically, he just turned into JANEMBA. I don't know how that even happens. Like I know I've seen the movie. I'm gonna go see it as well. But just someone explain that to me. Anyway, out of auto, choose 1. Look at the top 7. Choose 1 JANEMBA. Look at up to 1 card at the bottom of your deck and choose 1 JANEMBA. Oh, okay. There must be something. I probably missed it, but there must be something that places something in the drop area or the bottom. Yeah, I think it's this one or the other one. Anyway, this is the super rare. Cool, I guess. Infernal Chain JANEMBA. He has critical. When you play this card, you can't play it for the duration of the turn, which is good to balance it out. There's 25,000 power for critical. That's still good in itself, but activate main 10 sparking into from your drop or in your drop. Place this card at the bottom of its owner's deck. If your leader card is Evo Incarnate, choose 1 JANEMBA card from the warp with energy cost of 4 or less, or energy cost of 4 and play it. Okay, so with the Sake Demon, whatever, you get to get this card back, and then you get to play a 4-drop, and then a swing for 25,000 critical. So you can't keep going. So, you know, look at this man, 4 blue, mono blue. You're playing this bad boy in mono blue. Either that, or you're gonna be trying to cheat it out some way or another. So 20,000 critical. So cool that it's keeping with the critical stuff. And then when this card is sent from the battle area to a warp. It doesn't say your warp or their warp. Cool, bro. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and send it to the owner's warp. Okay, that's cool. Then look at the bottom of your deck and add up to 1 Janemba from your hand and shuffle your deck. So you recycle with that one and as well as a demon, and activate main, send this card to the owner's warp. If your opponent has 4 more energy and Janemba card is not in play, choose 1 Janemba with energy cost of 5 from your hand and play it. Oh, okay. So you get to swing, and then play it again. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's good stuff. All right. That's powerful. And the 4/5 curve is perfect. I like that. That's good. Child is hard Janemba. So it's evolve on the Sake Demon. Seike, whatever. Evo Carnate trait. So there you go. He has barrier, and then activate main is blue, 1 blue, and choose up to 1 Janemba from your deck and send it to your warp. Shuffle your deck and place this card at the bottom of the deck and choose 1 Janemba 4 costs in your warp and play it. So there you go. More recycle. That's good stuff. This is the card that people were a little bit salty. I can see why, because you take a life with the Sparking 5. It is a free counter basically, and you untap 2 blue energy. So it's like Super Saiyan 3 was never banned basically with this card. Still really good though. I mean, I have no problem. I personally don't have any problem with it. I think on defense is okay. You know, if it's on offense, then we might have a problem. Like take a life and then untap 2. This is just a good defensive card. I don't really see anything else. And Whis, yeah, I get it that people say why play this versus Whis. I don't know. I'd actually probably play this. This is a desired card 2-drop blue Shenron leader. Choose one of your leader cards and switch it to active mode, just like I was saying before. Because he has 15k critical, and with Manaka, by the way, getting double strike, you get to swing for what 30,000 critical double strike twice. So that's pretty dope, right? Soul Punisher, the Feet Kamehameha, Forge Gogeta. That is it for the blue cards. I'm gonna go ahead and switch on over to the promos and dash packs. I'll see you in the next one. Later.